That's right. To be or not to be? That is the damn question tonight. What's good, Horizon? What's good? Yeah. Shake, shake it, baby. Hey, you know how we do? Yeah. Oh, you said the end is near? Yeah, man. The Lakers, Luka Doncic, right? The Lakers get Luka, MF, and Doncic, right? Which is a good trade for the Lakers going towards the future. It's probably the best case scenario. Um, what's up, joint? The joint was good, yo. Yeah, it's probably the best case scenario for the LA Lakers is to get a guy like Luka, right? He just dropped right in their lap. you know, um, Me and Big Dog did a live stream about this, right? It wasn't necessarily about this. It was more about Adam Silver and his intentions going forth with the NBA and these new rule changes that he was trying to implement, right? And you guys should listen to that. It's a live stream we just did on Big Talk Sports. And I wanted to go into that. You know, I think it's very convenient. First of all, I think this is an NBA move. I think the NBA helped facilitate. This is just me. This is my little conspiracy theory hat, my tinfoil hat that I'm throwing on my head right now. But I think that Adam Silver and the NBA put Luka Doncic in LA. And I'm gonna tell you why. I got a couple of reasons, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? One, Luka's probably the biggest international star on the planet right now, as far as the Europeans, at all the Europeans playing. So that helps bring in revenue for the Lakers. And and it helps the NBA promote their product overseas, because that's what they're really trying to do. I think that's the end game, is to expand the NBA. I think it's a business decision. Conspiracy theory, they vetoed CP3 but allowed this. Yeah, that CP3 trade, um they claimed they wanted the small market teams to benefit off keeping their star players, right? And they thus created the Supermax, allowing these teams that drafted these players to sign them for more money, right? That's out the window with this shit. That was out the window. I think the reasons that they did this for Luka and traded Anthony Davis over there is is for the international game, bro. And I also think that you're probably most likely going to see a super team in LA. Look, this is just me. This is my conspiracy theory, but it doesn't make much sense for the not the Pelicans, for the Dallas Mavericks to all of a sudden not take any more inquiries on Anthony Davis, but they were gung ho on getting Anthony Davis, right? Uh, so much they didn't look around the market to see what anybody else was offering. Right? To me, this doesn't make any damn sense. How do you know that Anthony Davis is willing to play for your franchise if he's in shock? He doesn't know he's going there, right? You're trying to build when you trade for a guy like Luka Doncic, or you trade a guy and you move off a guy like Luka Doncic, you better make sure the superstar coming in wants to be there, right? Which means they would have to had talk to AD or somebody in his camp, maybe an agent, but the reports say they didn't. The reports say AD didn't know what's going on. Rich Paul really ain't know what's going on till the last minute. I'm not buying that. Are y'all buying that? Not buying that. Uh Now the home teams don't want to play the Supermax. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. What's good, Rap God? Notice the Lakers are drafting more white players. They're building around Luka Reeves and Dalton. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a bad defensive team, man. I'll tell you that, man. If they don't get some defenders in there to kind of mix things up, especially some rim protection, some wing defenders, whatever, it's gonna get really ugly. Like really, really ugly. But I believe that they'll make more moves. I don't think they're done yet or anywhere close to being done. But the way everything was set up, and I know people been saying, well, LeBron didn't know what was going on. But according to Chris Haynes and other guys, they said that Rich Paul knew. So if Rich Paul knows, LeBron knows. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying any of that shit that he had no clue. He had no. I don't believe it. I know a couple of people believe it. I don't believe it, bro. I'm not going for that. Uh, Damage control of the world. Calling mistake now. I don't think. See, I think he's denying it because he doesn't want the blame for that. He doesn't want the super team. Because I think that's what they're trying to build. I think they're trying to build another super team. That's in the works. I remember, and this is why I don't believe the reports, right? Or what the media is saying. I remember when Dan Hurley wanted the Lakers job, or allegedly wanted the Lakers job, right? And I kept telling people, I said, bro, there's no way Dan Hurley's going to get that job. We're watching a nigga do a podcast with another nigga who's criticizing the head coach, who wants a head coaching job. We're watching them do a podcast together. That guy doing the podcast, drawing up plays, is going to get the job, right? People laughed at me. I had some LeBron fans say I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I said JJ's got the job, right? I said it early, right? It came out that Shams Charania said that JJ was the man. But then Woj dropped the bomb, right? And I had all these LeBron fans going against me, saying that Woj just announced that Darren Hurley's got the job. Darren Hurley's the guy, right? Right? Which to me did not make any sense, right? And they said, what did they say back then? Oh, well, that's AD's decision. LeBron has nothing to do with it. Then they said Dan Hurley's coming in to coach the young guys. Well, I looked at the young guys and the landscape of the young guys, and this is before we got Dalton Connect. And I said, well, there's Bronny James. He's talking about bringing LeBron James' son in and coaching LeBron James' son. Why would this man leave college to coach LeBron James' son? Made absolutely no sense. But Woj came out there and said LeBron is not even talking to Dan Hurley. Then Dan Hurley admitted himself that he spoke to LeBron James. You see, this is politics, right? This is what I'm saying, right? There's certain politics that go into the NBA, certain mind games that go into the NBA. And to believe somebody at face value without evidence would be ridiculous. You have to go off of people's track record and their history. Now, I could be wrong. We're not arrogant over here. We could be wrong about some shit, but I doubt it. because if once you go off a person's history, a lot of the times you're going to be right on how they're going to move next. You know, a lot of people take the heat. They would rather a lot of people take the heat in order to admit that instead of admitting that they were the ones who were responsible. Yeah, AD wanted James Borrego. Not happening, bro. You think LeBron's gonna be coached by James Borrego over JJ, over Dan Hurley? Absolutely not. Lakers starting center right now is that fake ass Corbin Blue Jackson Pimp Slap Hayes. I'm surprised he was even allowed to play after that. That was a pretty serious thing right there, But I guess he learned from his mistakes or whatever, or I don't know what went on with that, but that was a yeah, Jackson was really aggressive. And I don't know why. Like, bro, you got all this money, like if you get stressed out with a broad, bro, just have people take her outside. Like, give her walking papers, bro. You don't have to deal with that shit. So, and I don't understand why these NBA players keep getting into it with females. Uh, Luka's ineligible for the Supermax. And Rap God, his ass about to get taxed. That California tax ain't no joke. That incident happened in 2021. Okay, so it's an older incident. Yeah, but I mean, hopefully he sorted it out, and he'll never do something like that again. Um, but yeah, man, Lakers got an alleged racist coach and a guy that beats women for a center. My oh my, man, I didn't even think about it that way. But if you put it like that, bro, I guess we got some issues. Uh, but the team has a lot of talent. Um, you still have Austin Reeves, you still have LeBron James, then you're gonna bring in uh Luka, right? You still got you with this Diddy stuff, but you still got some good pieces that you can use. Me personally, I would move off Austin Reeves now, and I would move off Rui, you know, and get some serviceable players. You know, I don't know if Bruce Brown's available off of out of Toronto or whatever, wherever he's at, but maybe bring in a player like that. Bring in some utility players to fill out the roster. Maybe look to see if you could get a Mitchell Robinson from New York, some rim protection there. Those would be some good moves for the Lakers. Yeah, he has no lob threats with the Lakers aside for Jackson Hayes. Yeah, just like Kobe said, he missed Shaq when soft ass Dwight was underperforming. I mean, listen, I'm gonna say this about Dwight, man. I like Dwight when he was with the Lakers. Um, he had some back issues at the time and stuff like that, and it just ain't paying out. But man, he was a great player, man. But of course, you got the personal stuff in there now, and it's crazy right now. Believe it's gonna be more parties in LA. Oh man. Oh man, I ain't gonna read it. Yeah, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Like he tried. He came back a little earlier than expected. Had the back surgery, and as long as the guy had back surgery, I'm not really tripping. Like if you ever hurt your back like that, you're not moving that much. So it's a painful thing to play through. So you know, I give him points for toughness on that. But yeah, man, Anthony Davis in return goes to uh the Mavericks. The Mavericks, for whatever reason, said that they want to win defensively, right? They said they want to win defensively, and that's why they moved off Luka. And now they have AD. They have Kyrie, AD, Lively. AD doesn't have to worry about that center position anymore right now. He's gonna play power forward. He's gonna be in his natural position, and you still got Gafford, Lively. what's the other dude's name? Powell. You got Powell in there. So man, they got a front line. So you still got Clay out there. They have some good talent still in Dallas. And so they didn't fall off a cliff, but it's just a weird trade to make. Like, who trades a all NBA player for another all NBA player? And who trades a younger all NBA player for an older all NBA player? To me, the shit just didn't make sense. It looked pre-planned. It looked like they already knew, okay, we're gonna make this trade if things don't work out. And I would want to know, when did they start trade talks? That's what I want to know. I'm very interested in trying to figure out, um, when did Rich Paul find out? When did this happen? When did the initial trade talks happen? And things like that. I think we'll find out a lot because we'll be able to put the pieces to the puzzle. Mavs gonna win this trade just like the Pels won the trade in 2019. People need to look at long term. Yeah, long term. But this is the thing about the Mavs, though. Kyrie is a little bit older. He's not old, but he's a little bit older. And AD's a little bit older. So Luka is a piece that you would have for like 10 plus years. And so I'm kind of confused why they would make that move. Dallas is not really championship or bust, to be honest with you. Yes, they made it to the finals, but I think their fans would have been patient. If LaMelo demands a trade from Charlotte, would you accept him as a Laker? Hell yeah, I accept LaMelo as a Laker, but everybody can't play point. So you'll have LeBron, Luka, you'll have Reeves. Yeah, what are you gonna do with Vincent? What are you gonna do with all these other guys? There's only one basketball on the court. These guys play point. So I wouldn't make that move. I want them. I would want them, but it's too many people with the same job. I remember people telling me OKC was fucked after Russ left, but it's funny because the Rockets eventually catching up to OKC right now as for far as developing teams. Yeah, yeah. OKC did a good job not falling off, right? And Russ kind of did them a solid by getting them some assets before he walked out the door. So the the Thunder was smart. They didn't wait too long to blow up that super team that they had, and they got off of it quick and started rebuilding. They were able to get Shea from the Clippers and a couple of draft picks. And look, this is why I don't trade young players, man. Look what those draft picks turned into. Really, really solid players. Just helping them win a lot of games. You know, Chris Haynes said Luka is LeBron's replacement. I'll consider that after we see what happens next year. Because I don't think LeBron's going anywhere until his contract is up. A lot of people think that LeBron's going to lift his no trade clause and be out of there. I don't think he's getting traded. That's just me. Rap God, the ball movement would be a problem. Too many ball dogs. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Rich Paul sweating bullets if AD finds out. If AD finds out what? True, KD, Kyrie, AD, Clay are older players. Yeah, that's what's confusing. It's like you always want to build through youth, unless you're win now, and I guess Dallas is in win now mode. But the problem with that is like, bro, you gave up on a generational talent. Luka's not, your Joe Schmo. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to replace that. So you better hope this stuff works out. What are your thoughts on Fox to the Spurs? Yeah, I wanted to get into Fox to the Spurs. I don't get it. You left one middle of the road team to another. Uh, I don't know. I guess he makes the Spurs better. Uh, but I think it's a move to get Wembanyama some help. Uh, I think they're starting to surround. They want the European players to be competitive. That's just me, my conspiracy theory. I think they want the European players to be competitive because they're gonna in the next couple of years they're gonna make a strong push to make the game global. You're gonna start seeing some World Cup shit and all that mixed in with basketball, European rules and all that. Luka is LeBron's replacement. LeBron's 40. Fine, Lakers finally doing Lakers centric moves. No more shitty Westbrook trades. Yeah, LeBron is 40, and I understand like they're making moves for the future, but I don't feel like LeBron's just gonna move out the way. You get what I'm saying? Like I think they're gonna continue to try and build with what they have now in order to make one final push, right? Uh, I think maybe next year you could consider that when LeBron's off his deal, maybe next year. But as far as like while he's on the team, they're gonna acquiesce to him, unless Luka just, becomes super demanding. Fox actually went to San Antonio. Damn, LOL. He might be 2019 DeRozan 2.0. Yeah, we'll see. Now you gotta deliver the goods, bro. Now you playing with another great player. You have to deliver the goods now. No excuses. Get out there and try your best, man. Give it your all. Train hard, work hard, and let the chips fall where they may. No excuses now. I'm cool with Luka on the Lakers until we get Cooper Flag type player in coming years. Man, man, we want all the white boys. God, dog. You want Cooper Flag too? Shit. If AD finds out Rich Paul knew about the trade, according to reports, AD was shook. Sound like LeBron and Rich snaked him. I don't know, man. It's hard to believe that AD didn't know because usually, like, you're trading a guy like Luka, bro. I don't believe you're gonna trade a guy like Luka for a guy who's not sure he wants to be the leader of your franchise. Like, you're bringing AD in there in hopes that he's that guy throughout the remainder of his career for you. So you would need a strong yes that you will that you will be committed to the franchise. Fox isn't a leader; he's more of a second or third option. Yeah, I mean he's settling for that. I don't think he has to. I think he has the talent, but I mean, yeah, I guess so. Hopeful soul, what's good? I'm done with this rigged sport, rigged officiating, rigged trades. Nobody is talking about the Terry Rozier story. Sold the franchise for a guy with bird bones and one good one, first round pick. Yeah, man, Terry Rozier, man. I think he's in trouble with sports betting, or something like that. I don't know too much about it. I kind of skimmed over it, um, article about it. LaMelo has no help in Charlotte, but Wemby gets everyone. Yeah, LaMelo, but see, Wemby is one of the guys that they're trying to push to be the face. I think LaMelo is one of those guys, but he's in Charlotte, so they don't give a damn about him like that. They're probably gonna try and push him to a big market, um, coming soon. One pick for Luca, not even 2K can make this trade. Yeah, man. I mean, um, that's I like it just the part that gets me is that they didn't talk to any other teams. Right? It's just like they knew they called the report said they called the Lakers. Like, bro, you didn't call any other teams? AD didn't know he was going there, but yet you committed to him. You didn't even speak to him, but you committed to AD and you trade your cornerstone for AD, who you didn't even have a conversation with. It's weird to me. It doesn't make sense. Palinka shouldn't be thrown under the bus anymore. It's kind of hard to now. It's kind of hard to. He shouldn't have been dealing with that shit before either, because he was making trades that the star players wanted, that AD and LeBron wanted. So he made those trades. They wanted Westbrook. He got Westbrook. What's the problem? You know, Wemby better not turn into the GM 2.0. Lord have mercy. I don't know if he has that personality. Uh, I don't know, man. But yeah, yeah. Palinka probably blasting many men by 50 Cent in the Lakers practice facility. Yeah, he's got to be whistling a little harder now, because everybody wanted his head before. Lakers going all white since the George Mikan days. Oh yeah, yeah. We going that route, bro. We going vanilla. AD never been a leader to me. He has been the best player since 2020, but never stood out as a leader, franchise centerpiece, as long as the old guy was there. He's not gonna be allowed to. Even the media did not want to give him the team. They said it. They said, "Hey, we want AD to be the guy," but then they kept talking about building around LeBron. And then on the court, JJ, even Ham said they were gonna get dump the ball down low and let AD go to work. And they did it for a little while. And then LeBron started shooting more shots than him. They reverted back to what they knew. And AD, he starts out strong at the beginning of the season, and then the attempts go down. He starts to struggle a little bit. Sometimes injuries get in the way. Um, Gambling was MPJ's brother. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened to him. MPJ's brother, man, he messed up his career. Let's see. Spurs are a great franchise. Give them credit. Top notch front office. Hornets are train wreck. Yeah, they're train wreck. That's for sure. Uh, I'm seeing more LeBron fans get at him more than Palinka, which is blowing my mind. Yeah, I mean, maybe they waking up to certain things, man. But I'll tell you, bro, I'm not buying that whole shit, bro. I don't believe. Oh, you just don't know what's going on. You happen to be signed to one of the biggest agencies in the world, uh, but you don't know what's going on. You don't know your clients traded to the last minute. I don't believe that shit. Gambling has only made the sport even more corrupt. It might as well be pre wrestling. This is like trading Michael Jordan off the Bulls while he was 25. Kinda, sorta. I mean, Luka has been having some weight issues. I'm not in the front office, but it is weird to see one of these guys who Dallas fans adored, you know. So usually with front offices, they make money moves, right? Like they make moves that's gonna make money. Like Luca's the type of player that even if you guys are on a good team, you're gonna make a lot of money and he's gonna increase revenue for your franchise. I don't see a financial reason to have AD over Luca, money wise. Maybe like there's a basketball reason, but money wise, bro, like, did they consider that at all? That's what makes me skeptical of the trade. It's just like, bro, who makes it? Like, it does benefit the Lakers, bro. Like, because they're a private family business, and you want to make sure they keep going. Uh, he's gonna bring in a lot of revenue for the Lakers, all over the world, no doubt about it. But I don't see like why the Mavs would entertain that. If I was the Mavs owner, I wouldn't even entertain an AD Luca trade. Just from the finance, fuck basketball, just from the financial aspect alone, I wouldn't do it. The NBA added a new CBA to put an end to the Warriors dynasty. In my Adam Silver voice, y'all wanted too much against my golden goose, LeBron. So we gonna end y'all. Did they? Yeah, yeah. Because they didn't want any more super teams, or a lot of the stacked stars. on one team and all that. But the NBA will figure out ways, you know what I'm saying? Like for certain people to get their hands on certain stars, bro. They always have. You know, there's always been rules in place and they just work around it. I've heard Nico Harrison is a Lakers fan. Just watch him be the Lakers GM in 2 to 3 years. Oh, you definitely know something suspect if he becomes the Lakers GM. There ain't no question about it if that happens. Palenka always been solid, but he's been an easy target for the media and is constantly put behind the eight ball at the behest of Clutch Sports, i.e. the Westbrook trade. Yeah, I mean the media, like, they go through their little cycles of who they're gonna blame, and then they, at the end they get back to Palenka. When they run out of people to blame, it's like Rob Palenka's the easy one to pick out of a crowd. This same fool that disrespected Steph Curry back in 2013 for that Nike deal. Steph said, "Screw y'all," and signed with Under Armour. Yeah, yeah. So what do you think? What do you think, Cheyenne? Because I heard this, man. I heard Jimmy Butler doesn't want to go to the Warriors. What do you think about that? Because I was thinking they could get their hands on Jimmy Butler and they'll be decent. But I mean, I don't know who they're gonna get to help Steph out down there. Yeah, Nico worked for Nike. That's another thing that makes it suspicious. The man was a fucking former Nike rep. There's a lot of suspicion about, you know these moves that's happening. I don't Financially, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like trading LeBron James off the Cavs when he was younger. It just doesn't make any financial sense. You know what I'm saying? The Now I understand. Nico said he likes defense. He believes the defense wins championships. But I mean, like, bro, are you really gonna give up all that money? And and we're not just talking like he's gonna lose automatically. Like, you still got a contending team. That team just made it to the finals last year. China owns the NBA rights. Damn, I didn't know that. We probably really are seeing the show. I knew we wasn't getting Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy out of control. He out of pocket right now, I think. But yeah, man. I mean, it's a it looked like a shakedown, man. It looked like, the NBA facilitated it. Carcino said, I was watching his live stream earlier. Carcino said, "I'm suing." So Carcino suing them niggas, though. Yes, Nico was a high level Nike exec. I'm telling you, the NBA is totally rigged, just like the NFL, with its officials under investigation for blowing calls in the Bills Chiefs game. It's entertainment. Yeah, I tend to agree with you too. I think I always said that the games were manipulated, but now it is leaning towards looking like it's rigged. It does look like it's rigged, bro. Just by the way things are going, uh, it just it's everything across the board. And like you said it's not real basketball. It's not real. It's the Wrestling Federation of Basketball. It's just like when I look at the females, right? When I look at the women play closer to real basketball than the men, right? They're playing through physicality. They're playing hard. There's little to no manipulation there, right? The better basketball team usually wins in the women's game. And then when you get to the NBA, you're like, this game is completely played different. It looks like they fix outcomes at times. I'm not gonna say all the time, but at times it does look like they fix certain outcomes. Jimmy need the bag because his baby mama don't want to work. Damn, ain't hey, get that bag, Jimmy. Hey, ain't nothing like having having a woman on your ass for some money. So what you got to do, brother? And especially if you got kids out there. To me, NBA died after the 2019 finals. That was the last time I felt real crowd energy. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird how the NBA is set up. Like it's just weird how it's set up now. It's a little it's different now, you know. Um it's more like you said, it seems like it's more manufactured. And it's like they want us to feel a certain way, but it's not a natural feeling a certain way. It's like we're gonna make you feel this way. We're gonna make you have interest. Like even when there's moves, it's like we made them. You feel like they made the moves happen. It doesn't feel like a natural sequence of events, if that makes any sense. Boston got KP for a bag of chips. The league was always manipulating and rigged, so Boston and New York win and have a rivalry. Yeah, yeah. WNBA is way more physical. This is Adam Silver's fault, and that's what I'm saying. That's another reason why I think the game is a little bit more. I thought it was manipulated, but a little bit more rigged, just because you watch the women play. It's a completely different game. Completely different game. Like as far as the physicality. Hell yeah, they should get a center. They need a center. They need rim protection, bro. Bro, it's gonna be an open door. Uh, I think Luka was ranked like not too long ago the number one in blow bys in that league, right? So like, bro, Austin Reeves and Luka on the perimeter, it's gonna be a blow by city. You get some of those faster guards. One thing the Lakers don't have is athleticism. Other, I think LeBron at 40 might be their most athletic player, you know. And he's still super athletic, but it's like, bro, he's 40 years old. Like, you need some youth, some athletic players who play defense. Because once they beat Austin Reeves, they're at the basket, bro. Tyrese Maxey and all them dudes, man, they come to LA and they act a fool. Dallas is the fourth largest sports market and due to overtake Chicago by 2030. People keep saying Luca was wasting away in a small market. People think 9 million people is a small market. No, they're not a small market, but compared to LA, I guess, you know, compared to LA, they're a little smaller, but there's no taxes. That's an ideal place to play, man, because you're not getting taxed like you are in LA for sure. Even the Golden State new arena seems dead. It's like it's being flushed down in the toilet. I guess my older sis was right about Chase Center looking like a shape of toilet. Man, look, bro. I mean, after Steph retired, man, I don't know what y'all gonna do because it looked like the end is getting close. I don't know what Golden State gonna do, bro. You guys got to start making some moves for to get younger right now. Right now. The dumb people will always defend sports as reality when pattern recognition makes it obvious. Yeah, yeah, it's entertainment, man, and it makes you think like how far back has it been just entertainment? You know, it's a it's a blurred line between. There's a difference between manipulation and rigged, right? I always thought the game was manipulated. Rigged is like no integrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? And with the addition of sports betting, it just might be it just might be. And yes, Adam Silver did sell out the league to China, and LeBron was never as great as MJ. Adam Silver has manipulated every step of LeBron's career to prop him up. Yeah, I mean, the China stuff, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know they sold out to China. Like, um, that'll explain everything. That'll explain everything we seeing. Um, yeah. It's over in that case because China doesn't care about anything except for power, on that. on that scale. So you know, yeah, NBA would have been in the worst place a decade ago if Steph Curry didn't go on a historic run. Yeah, Steph and along with KD, they really kind of, in a sense, saved NBA history. Because I mean, I can imagine what type of brainwashing the media would be doing if they had lost or if they didn't exist. I'm gonna say it. Adam Silver might as well be Adam Goldberg. They tend to ruin things. Yeah, I mean, Adam Silver, he's looking at the money side of it. He's looking at the financial interest. He's not really looking at the game. Like he says he wants to make the game better, but it just looks like ideas to make the game more money or to make the players money, like the in-season tournament, uh, just the global cups and all that. Uh, and I guess he's doing a good job, man, because he's there to increase the money to all the owners and the shareholders and all that stuff, and they like him. He's be getting everybody paid, but I mean the product is suffering a little bit, but I guess he doesn't care. If he's there to do his job, man, he might. I don't think they should trade AR at pieces once LeGrandpa bounces. Yeah, you could keep Austin, but I would say if you're gonna have LeBron and Doncic out there, man, you're gonna need to have some bigs, some defenders out there as well. So you might have to come off Austin. You just might. Yeah, China has slave labor in the players. Man, all 2020 saying America oppresses people. Have you heard one player speak out about on that? They not. Nah, they not gonna speak out about this shit, bro. That'll end their career. That'll end their career, and they'd be banned from China because you can't speak against the Chinese government and think you're gonna just walk around. People go missing for talking about the Chinese government. So yeah. Mhm. LeBron gonna play number 2 seat to Luka. There's no way he's still gonna be a still hog at number 1 spot. Uh it'll be interesting because they play the same way. So it'll be interesting in how they actually play the game. Who's gonna play more off the ball? And you would think it would be Luka because Luka is the younger player, has better form. But who knows? Maybe LeBron can operate more in the post. I actually think Austin is a perfect sidekick next to Luca. Yeah, but I mean, you're thinking about offense. Defensively is where you're gonna really get cracked in the head. Like defense, defense is gonna suck. Uh, they're both terrible defenders, and I'm talking about terrible, bro. Like bottom of the league. And I think it's mainly due to lack of athleticism. Enes can't cover pick and roll canter. Yeah, Enes canter is weird. I promise you guys, after you watch a lot of Luka Doncic, you will see how much better he is than LeBron. He does something jaw dropping every time. Yeah, he's a talented player. Luka's a talented player, but the defense, bro. You're gonna have three of the worst defenders in the NBA on the court at the same time, you know, and then they play the same position. It's gonna be tough. If the solution is Jackson Hayes, bro, they're doomed. You gotta get a big who's capable of defending and playing heavy minutes. you know, that's my thing. You know, but where do you guys have the Mavericks, man? Do you guys have the Mavericks making it back to the finals or what? Or do you guys have the Lakers making it to the finals? I'm really interested to see what y'all think about that. Because I think the Mavericks do have a chance of getting back to the finals. You know, they got a squad. They're very deep. Pause. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're a deep team. Yeah, look at the Mavericks defensive rating with Luka on the court this season. Niggas cope. Nico's cope that he traded Luka to improve the defense doesn't fly. Yeah, I mean, I'm not buying that either. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that, bro. The money, you're a GM, you gotta think about you're the owner is usually about making money. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with a guy like Luca, when he walks out the building, their economy suffers. You know, so it just does it really doesn't make sense to me. But no, the Mavericks won't get back, and no, without a center, the Lakers won't make the finals. So you don't think the Mavericks can get back? I think they got a talented, deep team, man. Of course, it's contingent off AD's health and what Kyrie gives you. Uh, you do have that tough OKC team out there, and I'm gonna stick with my pick. I'm gonna stick with OKC as my pick to make it to the finals out in the West. Luke on the court has like a 104 defensive rating, which is top 10. That's good enough to win. Yeah, I wouldn't put too much stock in that defensive rating though, because when you get to the nitty gritty, you know, it you got some good rim protection there, guys who can cover up his mistakes on Dallas. I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying, but I wouldn't think too much about the defensive rating system. AD singing "Oh Happy Day." You think AD's happy to get out of there? But someone said Max Christie is the next SGA. Is there any validity to that? Even a slight chance? No. Hey, whoever said that is drinking yak, bro. Like Max Christie is a good young player, but SGA is a pretty high ceiling for him. Right? He's a good role player. He can have a good career. Uh, he's got heart, right? He's he's good. He's gonna defend, and he can hit some shots, right? But SGA is like that's asking a lot out of Max Christie, bro. That's asking a whole lot. You're talking about 30. What SGA averaged 32 a game? Yeah, I don't see it. I'd be very surprised. But shout out to Max Christie. He shoots the three better than SGA. Yeah, but SGA does everything else better than it. Like he can shoot the three, but SGA is like literally like one of the best mid-range players. And then he finishes at the rack at a historic level. Uh, SGA is real crafty, real smooth basketball player. So I don't see it. Maybe he got it in him. I don't see SGA though. And I don't like when people just shoot to the top like that. Like, why don't they mention like could he be like a uh Malik Beasley or some shit like that? Like, why guys going all the way to the top? Can he ever draw 10 free throws a game? I'm gonna say no because it takes an unstoppable player to draw 10 free throws a game. Right? When people are just fouling you, like it means you kind of unstoppable, you know. And I don't see that from his game, but maybe if he gets in the gym, bro, who knows? That's just another way it all feels rigged to manufacture stars. Some people just get generational whistle. Yeah, some people just get the benefit of the whistle, but some people know how to draw fouls. Like drawing fouls is a skill. Like if you can't stop me, The next solution is you're gonna try and foul me to keep me from scoring or to keep me from where I want to go. Right. Um, yeah, drawing fouls is a skill. Some now the foul calls that the NBA has been calling for the last couple of years have been terrible. Right. It's the bailouts and all that shit. But you know, yeah, he's a good wing defender, bro. He's a good wing defender. He plays with heart. He tries. He tries out there, and he gives forth the effort. Yeah, sucks to trade Max. SGA is a push off artist. He pushes off nearly every shot. Yeah, but if you're in my space, bro, I could push you off a little bit as long as I don't fully extend my arm. I could get you off of me. So if you're super close, man, he can stop on the dime. You know. So I think AD is not AD. SGA is a master at deceleration, at accelerating and decelerating. Like Harden's Picasso. Yeah, Harden stuff. And I don't mind Harden getting calls, right? Because he is crafty, he is smart, he has mastered like tricking the referees, which is a skill. I mean, we may not like the way he played, but it's a skill. The only thing with Harden is, man, they weren't letting nobody play physical with him. It was like, bro, he gets to initiate contact, and then when people bump him back, they get a foul. That's the only thing I hate. Like give the defender a chance to defend. Don't give don't give them all the advantages. You know, the double step back, triple step back, and all this stuff, and then you stiff arming people. And, you know, you're able to barrel into everybody. But Harden's supremely skilled. He was supremely skilled. Oh, Luka's gonna get a gold whistle. Yeah, with the Lakers. Yeah, yeah. Luka's gonna get a lot of calls, bro. A lot of calls. It's all about revenue, bro. But Luka does know how to draw fouls. He's one of those guys who I would put in the unstoppable category. What he averaged 28, 8, and 8, right? Like you know, so he could justify some of these fouls, where these guys can't stop him. So yeah. So I can see him drawing fouls, drawing a lot of fouls. But in LA, man, it's about star power too. You can't forget about that. So he's definitely gonna get some good calls in LA. Him and Reeves, Austin Reeves is the one y'all really should be complaining about because he ain't even a star. He taking more free throws than Giannis. That shit was crazy. But he's another guy he's skilled though. He's skilled. Last year, 34, 9 and 8 and 9, and he is the actual MVP. Damn. Yeah, those are some great numbers. Yeah, he's gonna curse some refs out. Yeah. Bro, can you imagine being the referee? You got him on one side and LeBron on another. That would be some crying ass niggas in LA, bro. Yeah, God, dog. You turn your back, right? You make a call on Luka. He crying, he cursing you out, and he crying. Then you turn around, LeBron on the other side, he crying, he pointing in your chest and shit. You're like, God dang, bro, like for real. And you can't give him a technical because of because of the Adam Silver standing there. Yeah, LeBron and Luka gonna look at these refs like how many PTOs they got this season. Yeah, the referees are they gonna have their hands full, bro, because they don't ever think they foul. He said they're gonna be Splash Brothers at the free throw line. They're not really good free throw shooters. Luka and Reeves. Reeves might be, but Luka's an average free throw shooter. Yeah. But yeah, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this down, man. I just wanted to check in with y'all, man. I got a lot of stuff to do in the morning, but I just wanted to check in with y'all, see what y'all thought about this trade, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man, tapping in with me and shit. But but yeah, y'all. Peace.